The air was so thick you could choke on it, sticky against my skin like a film of sweat that just wouldn't dry. It was Obon week, and the university dorm in Tokyo was almost completely empty. A silent, concrete island adrift in the sea of festival noise outside. My name's Kenji. I told my parents I had to work my part-time job, but that was a lie. The truth is, I just wanted to be here, to soak in the silence. But tonight, that silence shattered. Dome dot 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 dome dot dot. A dull, heavy thudding sound. It wasn't footsteps. It was like someone was dropping a wet sandbag on the floor, over and over again. It came from the hallway, and it sounded like it was right outside my door. I held my breath, listening. Even the cicadas outside seemed to fall silent. A faint, almost imaginary scent of incense wafted through the air, the kind people burn for the dead during Obon. My phone vibrated on the desk, a jarring buzz in the quiet room. It was a lying message. From Tanaka-san, the dorm manager. Kenji-san, don't open your door. I'm checking on the noise. Stay inside. A chill crawled right down my spine. Tanaka-san? But ... He went back to his family in Nagano 3 days ago. I saw him leave. My hands trembled as I typed back. You're still here, Tanaka-san? No reply. The message didn't even show as read. And then, the dome ... The hallway was dead quiet again. Another message buzzed on my screen. This one wasn't from Tanaka-san. It was from someone named Riku. Don't trust Tanaka-san. That's not him. He's the one making the noise. My stomach flipped. My fingers flew across the screen. Who are you? The reply was almost instant. Room 108. I'm watching him through the security camera feed on my laptop. He's on the 3rd floor, right outside your door. I slowly crept towards my door, my heart pounding in my ears. I leaned in, pressing my eye against the cold metal of the peephole. I scanned the hallway. It was empty. There was nothing but the dim, humming glow of the fluorescent lights and that lingering, cloying smell of incense. No one's there, I texted Riku. His response came back immediately. He moved. He knows you're watching. I flinched back from the door as if it were electrified. At that exact moment, the overhead light in the hall flickered erratically. And in that stuttering light, I saw it. A figure, tall and painfully thin, wearing a security guard's uniform. It was standing just around the corner of the stairwell, its head tilted at an unnatural angle, as if it were listening intently for something. My phone buzzed again. A message from Tanaka-san. Kenji-san, are you all right? Please confirm you're in room 303. Before I could even think about what to do, another message from Riku flashed on the screen, this one in all caps. Don't reply. He's trying to figure out which room you're in. My pulse was a drum beating against my throat. How could I trust this stranger? How do I know you're not lying, Riku? I typed, my thumbs fumbling. His answer made my blood run cold. Because I know you're in room 304 Haru's room. You told me you'd water his plants while he's gone for Obon. Remember? My heart just stopped. He was right. I wasn't in my room. 303. I'd been sleeping in 304 all week because my friend Haru's air conditioner worked better. RIKU ... This guy was real. With a new sense of dread, I moved to the door of room 304 and looked through its peephole. The angle was different. From here, I could see my own door, 303, directly across the hall. And then I saw him. A man or something shaped like one standing right in front of room 303. Tall, lanky, dressed in Tanaka-san's uniform. It slowly, mechanically lifted its head. Down. It slammed its body into my door. Down. It wasn't using its hands. It was using its forehead. Dot, 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 Dot. Each impact was heavier than the last, a sickening sound of bone on wood echoing down the empty hall. Then it stopped. It pressed its face hard against the peephole of room 303, trying to peer inside into the empty room. It knew I wasn't there, and then it turned, slowly, deliberately. It turned its head until it was facing my direction, facing room 304, facing me. It stared straight at my door, straight at me. Guttural, inhuman roar ripped through the hall, followed by a violent explosion of sound. Bang, bang, bang! The door to Haru's room shook under the force of the blows. The doorknob twisted back and forth, rattling furiously. I screamed, stumbling backward and crashing into the desk, sending things scattering. My phone clattered to the floor. The screen lit up with one last message from Riku. He found me. He's outside my door. I'm sorry, Kenji. Then another message popped up below it. From Tanaka-san. Found you, Kenji-san. And just like that, the rattling stopped. The pounding ceased. Silence descended once more, heavier and more terrifying than before. I held my breath, every muscle tensed. Sweat dripped from my forehead onto the tatami mat. Then a soft click, the sound of a key turning in the lock. I threw my entire body against the door, a useless, desperate gesture. It was too late. The door burst open. I squeezed my eyes shut, bracing for the inevitable, for death. Nothing. Slowly, I opened my eyes. The hallway was empty. The weak fluorescent light flickered on. Business as usual. The smell of incense was gone. Outside, the cicadas started their deafening chorus again, their rhythm seeming to mock my terror. I shakily picked up my phone. No new messages. Riku? Are you okay? He's gone. I typed. No reply. I had to check. I had to know. I grabbed Haru's old baseball bat from his closet and stepped out into the hall. The air was hot, but it felt lighter now, no longer pressing down on me. It was just an empty, silent dorm. I made my way down the stairs, one careful, creaking step at a time, my knuckles white on the bat. The first-floor hallway stretched out before me, dim and quiet. Room 108, the door was slightly ajar. Riku? I whispered, my voice barely a crackle. I pushed the door open. The room was dark, coated in a fine layer of dust. I fumbled for the light switch and flicked it on. There was nothing. No laptop, no futon, no sign anyone had lived here recently. Only a wall calendar, the page still turned to August ... of last year. My heart started pounding against my ribs. No, that's not possible. I ran to the security office at the end of the hall. The monitors were all hissing with static. On the desk lay a thick, leather-bound duty logbook. I frantically flipped it open to the resident registry. Room 108, vacant. Room 303, Kenji Tanaka. Room 304, Haru Ito. Wait, Kenji Tanaka? My name is Kenji Suzuki, not Tanaka. I flipped toward the back of the book, to the incident reports. One entry was marked in stark red ink. August 13th, last year, 23 o'clock. Student Riku in room 108 reported an intruder. Security check found nothing. Student displayed signs of severe paranoia. Next morning, August 14th, Riku found deceased in his room, apparent suicide. My throat went completely dry. Riku, he was dead. He's been dead for a whole year. Then, who was I texting? Another report was logged right below it. Same date, August 14th, student Haru Ito, room 304, found murdered. Cause of death, blunt force trauma. Primary suspect, Kenji Tanaka, room 303, son of dorm manager Tanaka. Kenji ... Tanaka. I stared at the page, the words blurring. Suspect fled the scene. Last confirmed location, room 304. A horrifying realization dawned on me, so cold and sharp it stole my breath. I'm not Kenji Suzuki. I'm Kenji Tanaka. Tanaka-san. He's my father, and I've been hiding in Haru's room for a year. I stumbled backward, crashing into the bank of monitors. The static hissed louder, almost like it was laughing. Then, one of the screens flickered. The image sharpened, clearing to show a live feed of the hallway right outside the security office I was in. A tall figure stood there, its back to the camera. My figure, my clothes. Slowly, it began to turn around. It was me, but it wasn't me. Its eyes were just empty, black sockets. Its mouth was stretched wide in a silent scream far too wide to be human. It raised a hand, and it waved. My phone buzzed in my pocket, a deep, final vibration. I pulled it out with a hand that felt like it belonged to someone else. A new line message had appeared, from an account I'd blocked a year ago. From Haru. Found you, Kenji.